Hello from Sturgis Charter Public High School, located in beautiful Hyannis, Massachusetts. My name is Deborah, and I will be reading today's Wareham Week publication as part of the Audible Local Ledger's High School Student Community Service Program. The Ledger continues to deliver information and entertainment to the print-impaired who live on the Cape, the islands, and the South Coast, many confronting disabilities such as low vision, blindness, or neurological disorders, as we have for over 25 years. Sturgis Charter Public School is proud to assist in connecting those listeners with the outside world. Now, on with today's reading of Wareham Week, dated Thursday, June 5th. Our first headline today reads, "A tastefully decorated tree is rooted in memory." Written by Bobby Grady. Anyone heading down Cromset Road might notice a tree tastefully decorated for a new holiday each month. But the tree isn't just for decoration. It represents a memorial to a lost loved one. "My sister had a heart defect at birth, and we didn't know it," Cindy Hicks said. "She was on a walk with her 1- and 3-year-old babies and collapsed. She went into cardiac arrest and passed." Hicks' sister, Katrina Flynn, was just 34 years old when she passed, December 3rd of 2021. Hicks said in the years following, Christmas was no longer filled with joyous decorating, and she was so incredibly heartbroken and filled with so much sadness. "Christmas was always a time that I loved," she said. "I loved decorating and getting festive for the kids because that's what you do. And when she passed away, that spirit went away." Hicks said her house was always lit up during Christmas. Pinwheels lined her yard for several other holidays, and decorating was one of her favorite things to do before her sister's passing. But a Facebook post Hicks created last year became the first step in getting her spirit back. "I posted something on my Facebook page that I find it really hard to find the inspiration or desire to decorate much this time of year, to find the inspiration or desire to decorate because this time of year brings so much sadness," she said. The post led to a friend of a friend gifting her a Christmas tree, which brought the desire to decorate back. "Instantaneously, it gave me so much excitement," she said. "It just gave me that little thing I needed to inspire me again." For the first time in 3 years, Hicks's decorating spirit returned, and since, it hasn't waned. As Christmas came and went, and the new year rolled around, the tree remained. The Christmas decorations remained until February, when Hicks got a new decorating idea. "I decorated for Valentine's Day, and it had pink lights, and it was absolutely gorgeous," she said. "March has St. Patrick's Day, so I decorated for that. April has Easter, so I put an Easter egg on top with beautiful pastel lights and Easter eggs all over, and it has just continued." Hicks added, "The tree has been growing in popularity, catching people's eyes as they drive down the road. People will stop and say, 'I love your tree.' It's kind of silly," she said. Currently, the tree is decorated in the nation's colors for Memorial Day, and Hicks said she has no plans to stop decorating anytime soon. "I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for June," she said. "Somebody said I should put pictures of my husband on, like ornaments, with a big picture of his head for Father's Day. But June will be a surprise." She added that she does most of the decorating, but occasionally her husband will offer some ideas. "He helped me with the big Easter egg on top," she said. "He said, 'Get one of those big plastic Easter eggs, hollow it out, and put lights inside.'" Flynn's kids are now 4 and 6 years old, and Hicks said she would love to decorate a memorial tree in Best Park with them in honor of their mother. "I would decorate it in all teal. That was her favorite color," she said.
Our next headline today reads, "Pink Lids, the local band that doesn't make sense," by Brandy Muzz. Wareham's own garage, synth, punk, and horror-themed band Pink Lids once got heckled after a Nashville show. After they left the venue, the group of naysayers shouted, "This band makes no sense." What was taken as a negative at the time has turned into a motto for the group. "They unintentionally complimented us," lead singer Amber Lawson said. "I had it now filtered into a different perspective. At the time I thought, what do you mean? We're rock and roll. And now we shout it too." Lawson, who can be found making coffees when not rocking on the stage, is no stranger to music as her father, Jeff, is a musician, and great-uncle Roy Parks was a guitarist for the country star Tex Ritter. "It's genetics," she said. "Pink Lids got its start in school, but not in the classroom." Lawson said she became obsessed with creating songs while skipping classes at Wareham High School. Pinklid's first show was vastly different than where they perform, and now setting up at health food store called Wicked Healthy in Kingston. It was so great. We had all of our friends and classmates and whoever else could come. It was packed, Lawson said. From there, the band started performing in Boston area bars like O'Brien's Pub in Allston. Seeing the audience full of people wanting to hear their spooky pop sounds, Lawson said, Pinklid's became more than just a hobby. I was like, okay, we're going to do the band thing, and I'm going to try to make this seriously, she said. After a few shifts in bandmates, Pinklid's began to operate with Ellis Roundy on guitars and keys, Matt Pantella on drums, and Zach Flanagan on bass. Flanagan also attended Wareham High School, though he did less stitching than Lawson. We love Wareham and everything, Flanagan said. I'm a diehard Warehamite. It's funny because we got labeled as Boston Hand, which makes sense because that's where we play the most of our shows. But any chance we get to say that we're from Wareham, we do. Flanagan said he thinks Wareham has a lot of talent and that it doesn't get showcased like it should. The most meaningful, close-working, creative relationships that have come from Wareham, he said, I feel like I don't see it pop up enough. As the band has toured, their Wareham roots remain. Lawson and her father, Jeff, is a big inspiration as he juggled his daily life and passions. Jeff, a former guitar teacher at Onset Village Music, suffered from a stroke in 2024. I decided to take my band as far as I could to take it at that point in time. I booked our first tour entirely in about 2 months and released our first single, Junkie Garden. I owe everything to my father, she said. The scenery and nature of her hometown and what she said led her to put pen to paper in the first place. In my high school years, I did a lot of walking up and down the Main Street Strip and was always writing poetry. What I was seeing in the townies. I always wondered what was going on with them, she said. Flanagan said he found everyone in Wareham interesting, highlighting the blend between suburban and city. He used to work for the Narrows Crossing as a dishwasher, and the bartender, Steve Poole, was always supportive of the band. Poole gave Flanagan the bass he used on tour, and the pair said the community members like him mean a lot to their work. I think people get excited because they see kids doing what they want to do, and they want to be supportive of it, Lawson said. The group takes heavy inspiration for the rock band in White Stripes. Pinklid's eventually went on to open for their lead member of the White Stripes, Jack White, in early 2025. Something Lawson said was a huge goal. We still don't have any idea how he ever saw or heard of us, she said. It's a mystery, but I like that mystery. With slight changes to their act, like getting rid of the blood spitting, something Lawson said venues got tired of cleaning up is that they have snuck to what Flanagan describes as a haunted treehouse, overlooking the ocean, and you can see a goblin surfing vibe. It's in your face, he said. Pinklid's got offered a slot to perform at Boston Calling, one of New England's biggest music festivals held every spring. Each year, something trickles. Some sort of luck enters the mix for us, Lawson said. Lawson found that Pinklid's was in the lineup during a rush. She said that she was freaking out and was still doing her barista duties. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm also slinging coffee and breakfast sandwiches, she said. Pinklid's performed Saturday, May 24th, alongside big names like Avril Lavigne and Fall Out Boy. Lawson said that she enjoys the art of being unknown yet and wants the band to be something to keep people in the back of their minds. I like the idea of people forgetting about us, then remembering us and revisiting, she said. It's a different journey for every band. It's interesting to see what works and what doesn't. The band released a new single, Sax, with plans for future tours and concerts to be announced. Our next headline today reads, At a large member of sewer seat filled after election ballot error by Brady Muzz. Scott Sobey was appointed the member-at-large on the Board of Sewer Commissioners Tuesday, May 3rd, at a joint Select Board and Board of Sewer Commissioners meeting with a term expiring May 2026. Sobey's appointment comes after an error on ballot for the May 6th town election that did not include a position for member-at-large. The ballot instead gave voters the choice to vote for non-sewer users when the position was already filled by James Ghiberti. Sobey previously filled a spot left vacant on the Board of Sewer Commissioners in August 2024. Sobey was defeated by Carrie Pastor in the election as they both ran for a sewer commissioner seat. The sewer commission consists of 5 members, 3 sewer users, 1 non-sewer user, and at-large member. This person can be a sewer user or non-sewer user. Sobey said that it would be likely to focus on the nitrogen pollution and limitations on sewer extensions. I think that we have to think more regionally than the town of Wareham, he said. Pollution doesn't recognize boundaries. With surrounding towns like Marion, Carver, and Bourne to solve pollution problems is something Sobey said he thinks would be beneficial. Sobey also said that he wants to keep an eye on emerging technologies. Traditional engineering solutions like sewer plants are big, expensive, and have high maintenance costs, he said. There are many other technologies that are becoming available that would help us solve some of our finance and pollution problems at a much lower cost. Sobey said he enjoyed working with the waste and water treatment plant and highlighted sewer director Scott Cryhansel.
Our next headline today reads, Dealing in Diesel, Resident Awarded for Mechanical Skills by Bobby Grady. It is not uncommon for a young boy's eyes to light up when a big truck comes rolling down the street, and Wareham resident John Harrigan was no different. Except now, he plans on turning a childhood passion into a full-time career. I think trucks are cool, Harrigan said. I live across the street from a concrete place, and they always got cool trucks going in and out. Harrigan is studying automotive engineering at Upper Cape Cod Regional Technical High School and recently put his mechanical skills to the test in the Skills USA Massachusetts Diesel Equipment Technology competition. The competition is extended to 10 students from across the state in several workshops focusing on diesel engines. Whoever demonstrates the strongest understanding is given first place. The competition was hosted by Advantage Truck Group, a Shrewsbury-based semi-truck dealer, and Harrigan placed second in the state, despite being only a sophomore. I was pretty excited, but I think I should have done better and got first, Harrigan said. I think if I trained a little bit more, I could have gone first. Harrigan described the competition as awesome and said that he got to work on several different aspects of diesel equipment, such as air brakes and engine diagnostics. In order to earn one of the 10 available spots in the competition, Harrigan had to go through a series of online tests, which he outperformed everyone in his district in. I tell him he should be very proud of himself because as a sophomore, he placed second in the state against other students who came from diesel programs, said Upper Cape automotive teacher David Aguiar. Unlike some of the other students Harrigan competed against, he does not come from a diesel-specific program at Upper Cape. Instead, he used what he learned in his automotive classes and with his real-world experience as an intern with the Advantage Truck Group. Harrigan said he spent 2 weeks as an unpaid intern with the group at their Wareham location and learned a lot about air brakes and diesel diagnostics. My last week I was there, we were doing brakes on a dump truck and they taught me a lot about the air brake systems, and I had never worked with air brakes before then, he said. Now I have a good concept of how they work. Despite knowing his way around engines, Harrigan does not have his license yet, but Aguiar said that didn't stop him from seizing the opportunity in Wareham. Upper Cape provided the transportation, and he volunteered his time at Advantage Truck Group just trying to get his foot in the door, Aguiar said. Not many students would go out to a facility without being paid. Harrigan still has 2 more years to earn the top spot in the competition, which he said is a goal of his. I think the biggest thing I struggle with is electrical, and I need to learn a little bit more about air brakes, but I think I'll be working on trucks for a long time, Harrigan said. Our next headline today reads, First Workshop in a series on understanding financial stability. Turning Point's financial workshop on Monday, June 9th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. at 777 Main Street is the place for it to be for anyone seeking financial support. The discussion will include information on solving financial difficulties and balancing personal finances. Anyone who is facing budget challenges, wants to improve their credit score, or is struggling to manage finances in a tough economy is invited to attend. This is the first in a series of workshops that will be offered throughout the year to fulfill Turning Point's mission to prevent homelessness by offering programs, services, counseling, and education to those who are homeless or near homeless due to financial challenges. Participants will have the opportunity to engage with financial experts, From PCT Federal Credit Union and Turning Point, ask questions and receive personalized advice tailored to their individual circumstances. Refreshments will be available, and attendees will also receive informational packets to take home for future reference. Registration is requested but not required. For more information or to register for this workshop, please call the Turning Point office at 508-291-3562 or email turningpointwareham@gmail.com. Turning Point is a Wareham-based nonprofit dedicated to helping those dealing with homelessness or near homelessness across the South Coast. Our next headline today reads, Free Meals with the Church of the Good Shepherd. Dinner is served at the Church of the Good Shepherd located at 74 High Street throughout June with free weekly meals. Thursday, June 12th, hamburger on a bun. Thursday, June 19th, spiral ham. Thursday, June 16th, boneless chicken with barbecue sauce. I believe that should be 26. All meals begin at 4:30 p.m. Our next headline today reads, Reeling in Fish and Fun at the Tillonette Pond Fishing Derby, written by Lauren Roseo. People lined the shore of the Tillonette Pond fishing and laughing with their families, competing to see who would catch the biggest fish in the annual Tillonette Pond Fishing Derby. The annual Tillonette Pond Fishing Derby, held Sunday, June 1st, was not only a competition against local anglers, but also a fundraiser for the Waukesha Rod and Gun Club. This is a lovely function to help fund the Waukesha Rod and Gun Club Junior Associates programs, like sending them to conservation camps and learning different kinds of safety. Waukesha Rod and Gun Club member Leah Murphy said. The Waukesha Rod and Gun Club is a Middleborough-based group of people promoting hunting, fishing, and similar activities, and the Junior Associates program gives kids the opportunity to learn these sports as well as to do community service projects. The event started at 5 a.m., and while some found early luck, others were still waiting to reel in the catch of the day. I caught a 2.11-pound bass and a 2.7-pound pickerel, said Carrie Young of Randolph. It's great to get outside and get to know everybody. Everybody's friendly and nice. Not only does the event raise money for kids, but many young anglers compete as well. Kai Fachansri of Kingston had caught 3 sunfish in 3 hours, but was still waiting to hook his favorite aquatic animal, a white perch. These seasoned fishermen enjoyed a lot more than just the sunny skies and abundance of fish. For many, it's not just about fishing, but spending time with other fishing enthusiasts. Kai's father, Chuck, also of Kingston, said his favorite part was the camaraderie between all the families. Our next headline today reads, Sewer Commissioners to discuss multi-year wastewater plan. Come to the Sewer Commissioners meeting on a multi-year wastewater management plan. A draft of the Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan will be presented on June 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. This event will be held in room 520 of the Multi-Service Center at 48 Marion Road. The Comprehensive Wastewater Management Plan outlines Wareham's 20-year planning strategy for nitrogen and wastewater management to meet public health and environmental needs in the town. This meeting is being held to prepare for Wareham's upcoming submission of the plan to the Massachusetts Environmental Policy Act office. This public informational meeting is an opportunity to ask further questions about information that has been presented at public meetings and to obtain more information about this project. Our next headline today reads, Celebrate the land of the free and the home of the brave during Flag Day. Once a patriot, always a patriot. On Saturday, June 14th, at 4 p.m., the American Legion Post 220 will be holding a Flag Day and a U.S. birthday ceremony on post grounds located at 777 Main Street. The ceremonies will include the dignified disposal of unserviceable flags. All are encouraged to bring flags to be burned at the pit. For further information, contact Joe Gracia at 508-995-4481 or Tootsie Russell at 508-285-3167.
Our next headline today reads, Wareham Democrats prepare for protest outside Town Hall. The Wareham Democratic Town Committee will host a meeting to discuss their upcoming protest. The meeting will be held Tuesday, June 10th at the Wareham Free Library, located at 59 Marion Road. The committee will discuss plans for their Saturday, June 14th protest, where a speaker will discuss all things immigration. Materials to make signs will be available, and refreshments will be served for guests. Meat raffle and chicken parmesan for dinner. Redmond Hall will hold its monthly meat raffle on Friday, June 6th, and will feature a dinner provided by Mama Mary's. Doors open at 6 p.m. and dinner will be served at 6:30 p.m. and consists of Mama's chicken parm, ziti, and garlic rolls. The meat raffle will begin at 7 p.m. Contact Redmond Hall with any questions at 508-291-0882. Redmond Hall is located at 745 Main Street. Chicken barbecue for the red, white, and blue. Relish the opportunity to come to the chicken barbecue hosted by the Redmond and Degree of Pocahontas on Saturday, June 14th for an unbelievable opportunity. This event is located at the Redmond Hall at 745 Main Street. Doors open at 1 p.m. and food will be served at 2 p.m. There will be raffles, food, and all proceeds for the event will go to the Home for Our Troops charity, a nonprofit organization that builds and donates especially adapted homes and nationwide veterans. Our next headline today reads Things to Do. On Thursday, June 5th, look into the past. Learn more about family history at the Wareham Free Library's Genealogy Workshop at June 5th, 1 p.m. Local genealogist Janice Duffy will help participants with projects they are working on and give reliable advice and guidance. The program is free and no registration is required. The library is located at 59 Marion Road. This event also kicks off the library's monthly genealogy club/gathering. Any person with interest in their family research is encouraged to go. On Sunday, June 8th, don't trash Wareham. Grab a trash bag and some gloves. It's time to clean up the town. Don't Trash Wareham is heading up to Recovery Road Sunday, June 8th to clean up whatever litter and debris they can find. The cleanup effort is being spearheaded by new Select Board member Joey Still, who started Wareham Clean and Green, a volunteer group dedicated to picking up trash in Wareham. Trio of Sports. For anyone looking to push themselves to the limit, head over to the AD Marketplace headquarters for an annual Harvest Triathlon. The event will take place Sunday, June 8th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Marketplace headquarters located at 150 Tehonet Road. There will be 2 separate triathlon athletes can compete in. The last day to register is June 5th. For more information, see page 15. Tuesday, June 10th, Sing Out Loud. Belt out a tune at Wareham Council of Aging's Singo or Song Bingo. Traditional numbers on a card are replaced with songs. Test musical knowledge, have a ball, and win some prizes. Singo is taking place on Tuesday, June 10th and June 24th at 12:30 p.m. in the Council of Aging's Community Room/Gym located at 54 Marion Road. Please call 508-291-3130 to register. Wednesday, June 11th, everyone needs a breath of fresh air. Touch some grass and take a walk. On Wednesday, June 11th, the Wareham Land Trust is hosting a walk at the Great Neck Conservation Area. The event will be led by the Land's Trust Board of Advisors member Ann Bryant. The walk will begin at 10 and end at 11:30 a.m. Parking will be provided at 34 Crooked River Road. The group will meet here and then head out to the trails. The walk is approximately 2 miles long and there's a slight hill, so feel free to bring a walking stick. Water, sunscreen, bug spray, and layers are recommended. Registration is for free, but space is limited. For more information on these events, visit wareham.theweektoday.com. Do you have an event you'd like to see featured? Email editor@warehamweek.com. Our next headline today reads, Don't be shy and lighten up on a walk. Just wing it and join Plymouth Country entomologist Blake Dinius and the Wareham Land Trust on a Firefly Walk on Tuesday, June 21st from 8 to 10 p.m. The walk will take place on Douglas S. Westgate Conservation Area on 29 Paper Mill Road. The program is free, but space is limited. Registration is required. Register at warehamlandtrust.org. Find a bud to grow with. For anyone with a little extra rhyme, Friday, June 20th, the Wareham Free Library is hosting a Hyper Tufa workshop where participants can make their own garden planters. The workshop will be held from 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the library located at 59 Marriott Road. Participants can make one larger or two smaller planters, and the plants are not included. There's a fee of $5 per person, and it will be collected at the day of the program. Our next headline today reads, Run hard, swim strong, and pedal fast at the Harvest Triathlon. Run, walk, bike, and swim alongside the cranberry bogs at the annual Harvest Triathlon hosted by Max Performance. The race will take place Sunday, June 8th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the AD Marketplace headquarters located at 150 Tehonet Road. Those interested in participating can compete in one of the two triathlons. The sprint triathlon includes a 1/3 mile swim, 11.5 mile bike, and 3.5 mile run. The Olympic triathlon includes a 0.9 mile swim, 19.5 mile bike ride, and 6.2 mile run. Registration ends Thursday, June 5th at 7 p.m. Participants can finish off the event at the Stone Path Barbecue and Beer Garden included in their entry. Information, including maps and registration, can be found at www.maxperformanceonline.com. Our next headline today reads, Middle school students show off several talents and skills by Brady Muzz. No A's were given out, only oohs and ahs, as Wareham Middle School students showed up and out as they showcased artistic skills and took to the stage for a joint art and talent show. The event kicked off on Thursday, May 29th, with hundreds of pieces from the students featured outside of the auditorium. Self-portraits, poetry, and projects like a collaborative weaving project lined the walls and greeted guests. Art teacher Andrea Erickson said there was a big turnout for the artists. We had a lot of people who came to the art show, and only the art show, she said. Following the showcase were 14 acts put on by middle schoolers ranging in live musical performances to speedily solving several Rubik's Cubes. First place went to 5th grader Silas Hewden, who sang and played the guitar to Aha's 1985 hit, Take On Me. Second place went to 7th graders Sebastian Avila and Josh Hamblin, who danced and played the trumpet to the tune of All Star by Smash Mouth. And third place went to 5th grader Mason Ecker, who solved 3 Rubik's Cubes in 1 minute and 24 seconds. Erickson said the crowd of over 250 community members showed support with cheers and laughs. Silas, who had one groupie, she said, when he came out, they all cheered. We love you, Silas. The talent show participants had to audition for slots to perform. Erickson said she loved hearing how excited the children were to potentially take to the stage leading up to the competition and was proud of the students who took the stage. It's the best thing ever, she said. I don't think I could have done it in middle school, and it's really nice to get to see them outside of the classroom. I've reached the end of our reading for today. If you know someone who could benefit from our service, if you're interested in either volunteering or donating to our nonprofit to keep us on the air, it is tax deductible. Please call 508-539-2030 or visit our website, audiblelocalculture.org. You can now listen to us on smart speakers like the Amazon Echo Dot and Google Home. Just say, Alexa or Google, play the local ledger on TuneIn, and you'll have clear static-free connection to our readings. As always, thank you for listening and for all of your continued support. This is Sophie. Bye for now.